Hello and welcome
Howdy,
to
folks.
Queers Guild. Don't talk. Hi, welcome to Queers Guild. I'm Avery, and this is Vico. Who I'm sorry, that was really rude to come out with that. So I'm sorry. I came on a little strong with that, and so I just want to say. And this is Indie Review,
Yeah.
our weekly indie TTRPG fun little hangout session where we just sort of hang out and play different games that we love to play and
Yes.
that are new and aren't well known. But sometimes we do well known ones because
I actually don't know what's well known and what isn't.
that's fair.
And I'm the one who chooses the games
Yeah, that's
most of
so
the
it's
time.
sort of kind of just giving like an AI generator to just randomly pull up some game pretty much because you know nothing about like what's popular or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not totally random. Sometimes I'm like, I want to play a world building game.
Hmm. That's most time, yeah. Hmm. But we love
This
those,
isn't a
yeah.
world building
This is
game.
not. This is not. This is Oracle. Um,
Or
I
8cle.
Or8cle. Yeah. I just I don't know why it didn't click until just now reading the title of the game, but I just got huge Homestuck like nightmare war flashbacks.
Oh no.
Oh wow. So sorry to the psychic damage I just caused to everybody.
Listen, not everything is Homestuck, but Homestuck contains everything
So everything can be about Homestuck, and that's what I'm going to be
if
doing.
you really want it to be.
If you, no one wants it to be. It sometimes it needs to be.
Anyway,
Yes, but we will be playing Oracle, a wonderful game by Nat20, which is a little group, I think a duo um of creators making TTRPGs. Actually, I can pull up who they actually are because I know that. Yeah,
mhm.
Cecil and Ruben. Sorry, thank you to Cecil and Ruben for making this game. Also, I really like your little group name, like the little company. I don't know if you're like
Team.
team, like like I remember like when I was like first looking at like Queers Guild stuff, I was like, do I want to start like an actual company? Which was
I
probably
want an
way too much wishful thinking.
LLC.
Yeah, like an LLC. I don't know if that's what you guys are, but don't want to make any assumptions or like can you sue me for calling it a company? Can someone sue me for that? I don't know. I don't know anything about law, so this is why I don't do law things.
This intro is going places.
We're going
Um,
places. Um,
so this game is about a party of adventurers who are following the uh whims of a magical oracle, aka the Magic 8 Ball. I'm gonna have some fun.
it's a real, truly magical device of
Mhm.
true magical
It just happens
importance.
to look like
Look exactly
a
like
Magic 8 Ball.
no any associations, like purely coincidental. It's just so happens. It's not really an eight. It's actually sideways. It's an infinity sign.
Hmm.
And because the power of magic is infinite. The power of the great almighty one is it's infinite. But yeah, Vico, how do we play?
Okay, so this is a game for um 1 to 3 players where sorry, I started reading the rules again to figure out where to start and I started in the wrong spot. Anyway, this game can be played either alone or with the company of up to 2 other people. Um Gameplay is pretty much the same either way, but there are pass rules when you have more than one person. Which works as follows. Whoever has the Almighty One must either A, answer a question, or B, decide a challenge before passing the Almighty One to the next player, We don't have a physical almighty one, but there's only two of us, so we can keep track of whose turn it is pretty
Most of the
easily.
time, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Can I read the flavor text? That's like starts sort
yes,
of gives the
absolutely.
premise of the game that we'll be playing. Sure. All right. In a world of good and evil, I'm not gonna do it the whole time. Countless adventurers have made the fabled hero's journey, fending off the dark force that threatens these lands. While each time successful, that light only lasts for so long, and thus this cycle of light and dark has become a long standing tradition. Today, a new set of heroes will pave their way through the inky darkness of evil. However, these heroes are not alone. By tradition, all heroes must be guided by the Oracle, an all knowing and timeless being who has seen this cycle repeat over the countless millennia. However, there is one important secret about the Oracle. Unknown to the heroes, the Oracle, consisting of between 1 to 3 members, are a figurehead for the Almighty One, a magically run machine that details the future in precise detail, or usually precise. Today, for some reason, we can't determine. I think Vico might have spilled coffee on it earlier.
I don't even drink coffee.
And commit to the bit.
I
Yes,
think you
and
spilled it.
I didn't fucking do anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Maybe I spilled
I don't
my.
know. Whatever's going on, it's just not working. It's just not. It's being super vague about things, and so
Well,
I have to put some fucking thought into this again. So we'll have to guide the heroes to their goal, and make sure the cycle keeps going and all that, and nothing bad happens.
we'll try anyway. If you don't have a magic 8 ball to use for this game, there is a table that you can roll a d20 on for the answers, but we've,
If you do
well,
actually have a magic 8 ball, you can just smash it open and pry the d20 that is inside it. So you
yeah.
could also do that if you like destroying property.
Mhm. Um, but Avery found a little widget D8 ball, which is what we're gonna use because it's funnier that way.
Okay, magic 8 ball. Tell me the future. My,
My God, it actually
my
shapes.
reply is no. Okay, now I have to go and fucking refresh that. Boop, there we go.
Okay,
Cool. So I think in fiction we can like determine if it's actually just an 8 ball or if it's like something more magical or creative than that.
and it is just a magic 8 ball,
Hmm.
but it's haunted by a ghost. But sometimes the ghost isn't actually doing anything.
How do we know that's haunted by a ghost?
Well, we don't,
Okay.
or the heroes don't.
Well, but what about us?
We know
But how do we know?
we're the oracles, and the ghost spoke to us. We have ghost sensing powers.
But that's it. We actually don't have any predicting abilities.
Right. It's all the 8 ball,
Cool. Right.
which may or may not uh, be actively controlled by a
What if it's
clairvoyant ghost.
what if it's that thinking machine from Terry Pratt from Discworld from Hogfather
Hex.
X? Just kind of like that. The writing machine just writes things down.
Very large,
Very impractical. Very Rube Goldberg.
but it knows shit.
Think it knows shit.
We're pretty sure.
We're pretty sure it knows shit. Hasn't steered us wrong yet. So yeah. Uh, so whenever the situation calls for it in the game, we will be rolling our magic 8 ball to determine what it is. We have like a little chart to see what's a success or not a success or sort of a middle of the road complication. Um,
Oh, yeah.
mhm.
So anything that's a yes success, we we do the thing, it works, yay.
Do the thing and it works.
Anything that's a no or a failure, we do not do the thing, it does not work. And then for the in between the unsures, we maybe do the thing, but
We'll talk.
something
We'll
bad
chat. Yeah,
happens.
we'll do something that happens. Something that happens. So we start the game by we take turns asking the Almighty One about the heroes. This can be one of the questions below, or one of our choice. So okay, so we each get to ask a question. We have to do three, so one of us will get to ask two. So, do you want to ask the first question?
Sure. Do we want to use the questions that are?
That's your up to you.
I would like to.
Okay.
Do the heroes know how to fight monsters?
All right.
Let's.
Survey says no,
No.
they do not.
So, what do we think this says about our heroes?
They're dumb, or they're thrust the responsibility is thrust upon them
I think
without
it.
any preparation.
They're just
They're just some
normal
guy.
people.
They're just some guy.
They're just some guy. They were
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be trained to be heroes, but the
Okay. Something happened.
yeah, the like I don't know, the letter or whatever got lost in the mail and no one ever like double checked. It's like, oh, it always works. Like everyone always gets trained to be a hero. It got filtered into like the magic spam folder. Um,
One of the heroes be Patrick. Is there a specific Patrick? I am down for this. Is this the specific Patrick, or is this just their name Patrick? I'm perfectly okay with their name just being Patrick.
Me too.
Also, hello, hi, flower. Just Patrick. Just Patrick. Cool. That is one of their names.
Patrick.
Patrick. Hi, my name is Patrick.
Just completely normal people.
Just a guy.
It's like
Couple of dads from our world thrust into a fantasy world. Anyway,
I'm
uh,
trying to think of like how to explain what my thought process is. It's like they were always going to be the hero. They were meant to be the hero, but like some wires got crossed. It was like they just never actually got all of the hero stuff. They're just like they work retail or something. And then they receive the call to action. They're like,
what?
"What?"
Huh? Okay. My next question will be normies, normal guys. I'm
Normal man, firefighters, plumbers, custodians, and food service. Yeah,
trying to think of a question that's not one of the questions it's giving us. So I want to be creative. No.
creativity takes time. I can
For
vamp.
you, maybe.
I can vamp it.
No, you're good. I guess my question for the Oracle is going to be: are these heroes good? Are they
Like,
good people? Are they like? Do they know how to fight? Is one question, but like, are these like? Is this going to be like a Suicide Squad kind of situation, or is this going to be like?
are they like nice?
Are they nice people? Are they like
Do they
maybe the
have
Eleanor Shellshock
love and
of heroes?
kindness?
My sources say no. Is this all you can fucking say?
They're jerks.
It gives us. Hmm. I'm gonna try rolling it again to see if it always does the first one with no. Oh, okay. No, never mind. It's just giving us very bad rolls. Okay. So these are these are bad guys. These are shit people. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. Just I like the idea of just the worst plumber you've ever met
The
in the entire life.
meanest person on earth.
He's just so not nice.
Will absolutely like fix your plumbing, but will not be nice about it.
What if he's also bad at his job?
He's also bad at his job.
What if he's just like a nepotism? His dad runs the company. And so he's just freaking Patrick. Fucking terrible plumber.
Okay.
I like that. Bad plumber.
And
You can ask another question.
my question is, are they willing to be heroes?
Okay. Survey says yes.
Amazing. They're capable of change. Whether it's for good reasons or
Yeah,
bad,
yeah, yeah.
they're at least willing to do the thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool. So we have our questions.
Now we can choose one of these to be false, so we can just completely subvert one of the things that we have already said.
Okay. If we choose one to be false together, these answers are the truth of what the heroes are like. Okay. So what do you think? Do you have an idea?
I kind of don't want them to be jerks.
Okay. Maybe they're just
Maybe
like they're misunderstood.
they're abrasive, but
They're
not
abrasive. They're
bad.
misunderstood. Yeah.
Like the
Kind
sort
of
of
like
people who are like just blunt, so everything they say seems kind of mean, but when you get to
hmm
know them, you
they're just autistic. So
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone's like, "Ugh, why do you like that?"
Oof.
Yeah. Never
Half
half
jerks.
jerk two things. Jerk off one thing.
An echo of Vico across the room as Racius joins the stream.
A new challenger approaches. I will say now that you're both are here, I was gonna say I had a half a thought to do before, like when starting the stream, in order for to celebrate April Fool's Day, to like just start introducing myself as Racius and ADHD. And just be like, hey, welcome to ADHD. I'm Racius, and this is Disney Channel.
So now that we have um, these questions about our heroes answered,
Now we ask questions about the dark force of evil that will be fighting against your computer, whole ass blue screen.
just fucking crashed. Yeah,
Changes nothing about the stream, but
I do
mm-hmm.
need to be able to see the
Yeah, it's all right. I can do
rules.
it. I'm not okay.
Anyway, we have to ask questions about the Dark Force. It's
Yes.
3 questions again. I'm gonna pass this over to you to start.
Yeah,
so-
I'll
'cause
start
I
with one of the
started last time.
questions. Yeah, and you think of a question that's not on the list because you can't see it. And I'll do
Can't
one
see
from the list. Okay. Will it have underlings to defeat? Survey says. My sources say no.
Just one guy.
It's just him. Right there. No underlings. Not good. No, he is
Going
a lone wolf.
going Evil commando.
No.
No,
Not. No, I'm gonna
not
just
that
hard
one.
no that one.
Back to the drawing board on that
Yep.
one.
Yep. Your turn.
My turn. I can see the questions again.
Good.
Um, so my question is, um, does it have a physical form?
Hmm. All right. Survey says my sources say no.
No physical
Nope.
form. It's all very meta. It's one of those like philosophical evils,
Mm-hmm.
societal evils.
Right. Yeah. This 8 ball loves doing nose. I'm just gonna roll it a few times just to make sure it's like okay.
Clara says, so many no.
There's so many. This one says better not tell you now. That's creepy. All right. Yeah. For some reason, it just loves giving us nose things. For a second, I did legit think it was like broken or something. Um, but it's not. My question, my third question, my last question
Mm-hmm.
is: can it be redeemed? Can I, poor little meow meow, this boy? Let's see. Signs point to yes.
Redeemable.
Can we kiss it on the mouth? It's metaphysical, not corporeal mouth.
No.
Can we?
A
I
dark
mean,
force never kisses and tells.
that's yeah.
So now we get to choose one of these to also be false.
Mm-hmm.
I chose last time, so
Yeah. Well, it's a collaborative decision. We both have to agree.
yeah,
What if there's no? What if there actually? What if there actually is a physical form?
it's just like been rarely seen, so
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah,
like, no,
yeah,
it's just the evil fog.
yeah. He can freaking vampire
It's
go
like
into a
it's not.
mist, kind of thing. Keep
The
saying he. We could make this a hot evil milf, redeemable milf, but
or a redeemable
or uh, you know,
dilf
a, something
dilf
of what
a dilf
a filth, a
dilf
thembo, if you will,
vilf
vilf,
villain.
vilf,
I like
villain. I'd like
to.
to fuck. Alrighty.
Well,
Okay, now we will create the journey in which the heroes will face. Okay, journeys have 3 rounds of challenges, of which we must overcome before facing the Dark Force. Each time the heroes face a challenge, the player with the Almighty One chooses what the challenge is. Some example challenges are listed below. That player passes after choosing the challenge, passes to the next player who asks how the challenge went to the altar. Okay. So I'm just reading ahead, make sure. Change.
so like I would get to decide what the challenge is, and
Mm-hmm.
then you would get to
Ask the
see
question.
how it goes.
Yeah. Challenge relates to what the heroes or dark forces are like. The player who rolled may either choose to change the Almighty One's result to reflect that, or change an assumption about the heroes of the dark forces. Oh, okay. So I can ask two. We can ask 2 questions, right? Do I ask 2 questions? Sorry, I'm just trying to trying to parse these rules a little bit. It says once 2 questions have been asked. Do I like? Do you make the challenge? Then I ask a question, then you ask another question.
Um, I I think so.
Okay, we can. Why don't we start our first challenge, and then I think
Yeah.
think when it
We'll
comes to
figure
like
it
the
out.
second question, we can be like, "You'll play a whole lot of question. Ask the audience," kind of thing. Um,
Yeah.
I'll say it with
So
that stupid
audience,
voice
get
again.
ready.
Challenge me.
Um, I guess the first challenge would be they would have to figure out like if the assumption that the general populace has is that the dark force has no physical form, they would have to figure out how to fight it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Or to even like, yeah, how to even find a find a something to combat against.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the challenge.
Yeah,
Find it.
find it. Find out whether there is or is not truly a physical form.
Can you be more specific with the challenge?
Um, we gotta go to the origin point and
Okay, you have to
figure
find the
out,
source of the signal.
yeah,
Yeah.
find the source of the signal. I don't know. Go to his high school and ask around.
Wait, I thought people didn't think it had a physical form. Why doesn't?
Go to the high school where the Dark Force
Go to the
originated and ask
platonic
around,
ideal of a high school.
and then learn that yeah, Marvin was like disappeared that day. His name's not Marvin. We can't name him Marvin. I can't do that. It doesn't need to be a high school either.
Okay,
It
can it
could
not
just
be?
it it could just be like a little farming village or something. It
Okay.
can be anything you want.
You're the one issuing the challenge here.
We have to go deep into the mountains
Okay.
to the origin point of the dark force to figure out where it comes from.
Okay. Then I will ask.
Dark forces in high school sounds about right.
High
Hi, Birdie.
school is a dark force.
Yeah, high school is a torture device.
Yeah. All right. Almighty, Almighty One, divine
Roll
unto
that
me.
shit.
What?
Roll that shit.
I have to ask the question first.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. My mistake.
thanks. Fine.
Now she has to restart.
Go back. Cut. Turn off. Okay. Okay. Um, trying to think of a question to ask. I had one, and then it disappeared. Tell me, Almighty One, do they get lost in the mountains?
I did throw her off her groove. I'm
Without
sorry.
a doubt, they get
Lost.
lost
Get fucking lost.
because once again, they are just normal people.
Just guys.
Patrick's a very bad plumber, and they're trying their best.
Trying so hard.
They're like, this is gonna finally be the thing that'll help me get out of this stupid job.
We'll go into the mountains.
Hmm.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine, they said. But they didn't tell you about the creature.
They didn't tell you
They didn't
that
tell you, they didn't warn you about the
it's
creature.
very easy to get lost once you leave the designated hiking paths.
For some reason, there's no like waypoint markers telling me where to go.
Always follow the hiking paths.
There's
Don't strike
the
out on your own. You'll die.
I thought there would be some sort of like HUD, but there's just nothing there. I thought I'd have like an objective marker at least or something. Didn't even bring a map.
What do you think this is? A game?
Wha-
This is real life.
What?
Um,
Life is a game.
and I would get a second question.
Mm-hmm. You can come up with one, or if the chat has a question they want to present to this challenge of finding the origin of the dark force somewhere deep within the mountains. What do you think?
Um,
Patrick's currently just so lost.
so lost. Do their heroic skills improve as a result of this
Do they level
misadventure?
up?
Yeah,
Do
do
they
they
find
level
some
up?
side quests and level up? Okay, Almighty One, tell
Fight a
us.
couple of bears,
Yeah,
get that XP.
better not tell you now.
So, mm, kinda, but
You
it's
know, it's sort of like you don't see it until like the final boss battle. You're not truly trained until you reach the end. So like, not right now.
the
It'll
repetitive
click eventually.
motion
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
of like pushing branches
Yeah.
out of the way, like the muscle memory eventually comes back during the final boss.
Mm-hmm. Or it's gonna be like most like a lot of like superpower movies or things like that where like they're like can't control it until like the final thing clicks or whatever. They hear their mentor's words echoing in their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, and then they'll click. Cool. That's our first challenge. I guess I present the next challenge.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So may or may not have found the source of the thing because we didn't ask that question.
Right.
So we don't know.
I guess we can kind of assume that they did. It just wasn't on
Mm-hmm.
purpose. They eventually stumbled across it and were like, is this where we were supposed to go?
Mm-hmm.
Is this it?
Okay. I think the challenge I'll present for this next one is seek to understand the power and to control it.
The power of the dark force or their own powers?
The dark force.
Okay.
You need to like if you truly wish to defeat this evil, you must fully understand the evil. You've reached its beginnings, but do you truly understand?
Okay. So then my question is, do the heroes empathize with and or form like an emotional connection to the dark force as a result of like their attempts to understand it?
Alrighty. Magic 8 Ball, what do you say? You may rely on it.
They do. They come to realize that the dark force
We're not
is
so
just like
different,
us
you and I.
and
Wait a second. It's just some guy.
he's kind of hot.
Oh no, they're hot.
Ain't that just the way?
Ain't that just the way?
No one would fucking care about redeeming a villain if they
If they
weren't
weren't
hot.
hot, yeah.
Though you do gain hot points just by being evil. So
Depends on the kind of evil
it
you
does
do.
depend on the kind of evil.
Yeah.
Um but
Mm-hmm.
like a villainous some like a villain
Right.
is more likely to have some hot points.
Okay. Other question. Say,
Hi, I have a coupon to redeem one free villain.
hey, can I get one free? Hey, you guys got a fucking villain?
Coupon's fucking expired.
Sorry, villain machine broke. Understandable. Have a good day. Okay. My second question is, hmm, I have it's like on the tip of my brain tongue. Um, yeah, ponder on that for a second. Uh,
You have the form of the question in your mind, but you can't give it words.
what the fuck are you guys saying in the chat?
Toy Spitzer, villain claw machine. Put in a token and they come out in a capsule.
A little capsule. You like put the coin, do like the little twisty thing with the quarter. Love it. I love those things. Or it's like the little thing where you put the coin in and like stretches it out really nice and fun. Yeah.
You put the evil guy into the machine,
Mm-hmm.
you
Ring them out. Yeah.
ring him out, and you get,
Commemorative coin.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they do empathize with it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I'm trying to formulate in my brain is a question of like, do they just empathize or do they connect and like make
Like,
a
does it,
do they form a bond?
like, not just me seeing you and feeling a type of way, but us seeing each other?
Like seeing something you can like is what they see worth redeeming.
That's a completely different question. Like, one question is, does the dark force look back?
Mm-hmm.
And so a relationship is formed.
Okay. Yeah, you're so right about
Ver-
that first. Yeah.
or like a connection that, uh, like a mutual
How
looking at
about
each other kind of thing. Or the other question you're asking is, do we empathize enough?
can we do both? I kind of want to do both.
I guess we can do up to 5 questions
Yeah,
for a
I would like to do
challenge if we
both.
really want to.
Let's do the first one, I guess. Does you look into the void? Does the void look back? And does it like what it sees?
Or at least understand and empathize with what it sees.
Yes, definitely. Okay.
Okay. Does the void think I'm hot?
Yeah,
Maybe. The void needs to get to know you better first.
the void is demisexual. I'm trying to write so quickly. Okay.
The void sees that you are in its hometown and it's like, hey,
Hey, you up?
because I have. Is the void available Friday at 7 p.m.? Depends.
Mm. Yeah, it depends on if they're hanging out with me or not. All right. So let's ask our second question, which is the dark force to the heroes at least worthy of?
Do they? Yeah. Is there something? Is there an emotional connection that's like beyond just, hey, I kind of get what you're going through and I get what you're dealing with,
Mm-hmm.
um, into like,
I guess we can kind of keep it abstract at this point in terms of like whether the dark force wants to be redeemed and if that is reason enough to be worthy of being redeemed.
right,
Uh, things like that. But I think sort of a yes. Let's roll and then we'll see what we got.
that need to be redeemed.
Signs point to yes. Okay. So it could. I think to the heroes. I think I want to say the heroes they think it should be redeemed, and that's how you sort of beat the dark force within this sort of
Through the power of
story.
friendship.
Power of love and friendship and incredible violence, we can, save the day. Okay, passing the challenge back to you.
Me. Now I think the challenge is, let's see. Okay. The after the 3 rounds of challenges, then
Then
we
we face the
confront
dark
the
force.
dark
We still
force.
have one
So
more
I
challenge
can't
to do. Yeah.
locate the dark force's physical form.
Okay.
That's our challenge. Find it so that we can go give him a talking to.
Okay.
And or ask him if he likes Chinese food.
I like Chinese food.
Because I know a place.
Just saying, I'm gonna go to the show later this week. You want to come with? It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Okay. My question will be: is it far from where they currently are, the physical form? All right. Show me. Without a doubt, it is very far.
Super far. No fast travel here. We haven't unlocked that waypoint.
Nope. You'll have to fucking get there. Hoof it. Alrighty. So we know it's far away, and well, you get to ask the next question, but on where they go, do they find it? Mm-hmm.
My mind was just like, is it indeed hot?
When you do find it,
Is it hot?
is it hot?
Hot,
Hot or
hot or
not?
not?
Jinx? Is that your question? Is that your final question?
It
Is that your
doesn't
final?
have to be. Is
You
the
have.
journey perilous?
Okay.
There, I
Okay.
asked something that actually
That
furthers
actually
the
matters. Yeah,
question
yeah,
instead
yeah.
of
Outlook, not so good. That is not great. So it
so.
is not perilous
It's
then.
not. It's fucking easy
It's a
street.
fucking
We're
breeze,
going
yo.
down the interstate.
It's far just in the fact that it's just like, you know, you just have to like catch a flight over there.
Cornfield.
Yeah.
Cornfield.
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 Cornfield. Cornfield.
We there
Giant
yet?
yarn ball. Whoa. Anyway, cornfield.
We there yet?
All right.
Truck stop.
Truck stop.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So very boring travel. We're doing so good at creating a compelling story for these heroes.
This
Anyway,
is yeah. I don't know.
dude gets lost, has like a moment, the same kind of moment you would make with like a drunk girl in the bathroom at a
Mm-hmm.
at a party and be like, I get you," and then you just fucking walk
And then
for
it's like, oh,
days. Just Patrick's very weird weekend. When
with
people
his
worked on
buddies.
Monday, people work on Monday, like, how was your weekend? You go, I really don't know.
All my buddies and I went into the
We
mountains,
went to the mountain,
and then
and then you know, it just got really weird after that. I don't know. Okay, so we finished our challenges. Next, we draw our journey to a close, and the heroes will need to combat the dark force. So, before combating, look over the results of the 3 challenges and answer the following for each one. Did the heroes act as the Almighty predicted they would? Did the heroes learn something about the dark force? Did the heroes successfully complete the task at hand? Hmm.
okay. So for the first one, I'd say yes. they got lost and it was just kind of an absolute shit show,
Right.
which which is kind of par for the course for these idiots.
Hmm.
There are at least two guys.
There are at least two guys, and they might be exploring each other's bodies.
They're certainly exploring
Something.
the
The countryside.
the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, we can also say the yes for, or I guess for the first one, first challenge, they didn't really learn anything new. They just sort of got lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't give them that. But for the third question, they did eventually find
Yes.
the thing. So we'll give them 2 points for that. For the second challenge, which was like empathizing and connecting with
Mm-hmm. Understanding.
Dark Force, uh, did the heroes act as the Almighty One predicted they would?
Was the Almighty One's prediction was that they'd be jerks, right?
Yeah,
But also willing to be heroes.
yeah.
So
So I would
yes.
say, I don't know. I don't feel like giving it this one.
Okay. So no.
So no,
Did they learn something new about the Dark Force?
definitely.
Yes. Did
And
they
yeah, I think they did successfully complete the task at hand. Alrighty, so that's 4 points total for our third journey, third challenge. Heroes act as the Almighty One predicted they would, which was, I guess, they were willing to go through the time, so I guess they did.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that one.
Yes.
Did the heroes learn something about the Dark Force?
Where the physical form of the Dark Force was. Yes. Is that too on the nose?
You said it, if it's far. Yeah, sure, sure. We'll give it to it. All right. This just the more tallies we do, the more questions we have to answer. So,
That's true.
okay. And then, did the heroes successfully complete the task at hand? It took a while,
But they
but they did.
did. Yeah. So how many points of fate do we have?
7. So for
7.
every 2, we have to answer another question. So we'll answer 3 questions about this final conflict.
In order.
How do they find the Dark Force?
Um they have to catch a ride, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they already they used their magic powers already to locate the Dark Force.
Right.
So they already
It's
know
called
where it
Find My
is.
iPhone, but
So it's not necessarily how it's more like how do they get there?
right.
Um
Like to think you had sort of like a metaphysical, like magical sort of like king that sort of just like draws you closer to each other.
Now that we've looked into the heart of the Dark Force,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we
The Heart of
can
Darkness, yeah.
yeah,
And
we can see we just instinctively know.
mm-hmm. Just sort of I can see you at all times, even when
Mm-hmm.
you're going to the bathroom. It's really gross. I promise I'm not trying to look. Uh, okay. So yeah, so they are drawn together by magical forces.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we want to have this final conflict? Do we want it to be like in like field
Some field.
or like a warehouse or like around other people?
Um, I'm feeling the vibe of in the middle of an empty road on the street.
Okay, okay. Somewhere in like Midwest, somewhere out like in the
Our heroes are coming from one direction, the Dark Force is coming
fuck.
from the other direction.
Who's gonna stop first? So you give a chicken.
Wide shot, like in Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay. How do they weaken the dark force? They call out like outside of the window, like, "Hey, stop! You
They
don't want to do this."
ask questions that they learned from therapy.
They give them a handout on cognitive behavioral therapy. My therapist said I could use this, and maybe you could too.
Are you happy with the
Are
direction your
you?
life is going?
Yeah.
Do you feel fulfilled? Do you think maybe it all started with your father?
Tell me about that. And how does that make you feel? Anyway, so I guess they weaken it through just therapy, group
Yeah.
therapy. What? Okay. Uh, and our
And
final question is,
the Dark Force arrives and is like ready to square up, and they're like, "How are you doing?
you
Do you
okay?
are you like
You
okay?
good?
All right, is this really what you want to be doing with your life?
It's like every D&D
Why
party
don't
who
you tell
doesn't
me
want
about
to
it?"
actually fight and just wants to skip the battle by just empathizing with them until they become your friend.
Don't call Kai out like this.
Don't know what you're talking about. I was actually explicitly thinking of a thing of Critical Role explicitly, but yeah. Okay. Our last question is, how do they remain safe from harm?
They do have to do some like sick moves, like dodging, because the Dark Force is like, guys, I don't want to talk. I just want to fight.
Guys,
So
I
they
don't
have to
please
like
they're answering questions as they're shooting laser beams from their
laser beam,
hands.
laser
Laser
beam,
beams,
laser beam,
laser beam.
and they use the muscle memory that they learned while getting lost in the fucking mountains. Like,
They're just so
dodge,
oblivious.
dodge
They're just
it,
like every time they move, it just happens to miss.
tripping over a rock, and the laser goes
Yeah.
just a hair over their head.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and eventually,
And the power of friendship and all that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
eventually the Dark Force is like, fine,
All right.
okay,
Use up
we
all your
can
spell
talk.
slots. God damn
Like
it. Okay.
I don't know, they finally ask like such a like deep armor piercing question
Mm-hmm.
that the Dark Force is like, you know what? No one's ever like actually wanted to hear that before. No one's actually cared enough to ask me that before.
Wow. Wow.
I never
Thanks.
thought about it like that.
Wow. Thanks. Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So with those questions answered, we must decide:
Do they?
do they succeed?
Do they?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they do? Do you think they connect with this person
I think they do.
and they do? Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to see if just I kind of want to leave it up to the roll the
Okay,
guy to decide. Just because we've done that for everything else.
let's do
And
it.
yeah.
Let's roll.
Yes. Definitely. Yay. Bad guy lowers their laser beam shooting hand and like they all go in for a group hug.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then they have
And then
the most awkward dinner at a diner nearby. Uh,
6 to 8 months of like
Actual
therapy
therapy work.
with a
Yeah, yeah.
licensed
Mm-hmm.
practitioner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
And there's like they're like hash out like all like the other issues that they have and stuff
it's
like
like
that.
I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I
Yeah,
just
it's like
stopped being
like I
the
just stopped being
embodiment of
like the embodiment
evil.
of all evil.
Um,
And possibly with this cycle, it might come back later.
I just need to
So
take some time for myself
yeah, it's
to
just sort
work
of
on
yeah,
me.
like you know the sex
So
won't fix me. So
they
yeah,
succeed, but they don't get the haughty
they
ex
don't get
villain
laid. Yeah,
boyfriend.
they don't get laid because it's just how it
But they
happens.
do make a new friend.
Hmm.
And isn't that
But it's like
what's really
really
important?
awkward for the first few months where it's just like, but then it's fine.
Mhm.
As long as you persevere and stick through, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
hmm And that's the power of friendship, baby.
Is the power of friendship.
That was like
Um,
a perfect, pretty much a perfect hour
yeah.
of content, actually. Yeah, a
So
little over an hour.
this was the Or8cle by
Or8cle.
Nat20. Um, I
It's
thought it was
Nat
cute.
20, actually.
Hmm. I think it's cute. It would probably take longer with three people as opposed to just the two of us.
I feel like it would actually go quicker because we'd
It
have
might.
another person's mind to like bounce across.
Hmm.
And I think you can also like spend more time in each of the sections,
Hmm.
fleshing out more things about each
Yeah.
aspect. Uh,
Oh, so that is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Yes.
yeah,
Nat20.
get it?
Uh,
Their like logo for their on their like itch page and on their website is like a little mug with a D20 on it, like a tea mug, cup
I
of
do
tea.
admit the first couple times that I saw
Did you
the
just think it was
name,
their name, a person's name?
I thought it was Nat20. Was
Sure.
I thought it was all just one word because I only saw it as like the
The
itch and
URL.
the URL and the Twitter at.
I don't know if it's or8cle or if it's just
I think
Oracle.
it's Or8cle.
I okay.
That's why I prefer to pronounce it Or8cle.
Okay.
Who cares?
I don't know. Whatever, however you decide to pronounce
This
it.
is a cute, quick little
Yeah.
game that you can play with your buddies you're like if you can't decide on a board game to play. I
Yeah.
think it would be really cute to play this using like little tokens and note cards to like keep track of the heroes and the challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you don't need those. You
Yeah.
can just use your brains.
If you have them,
This is
store
available
bought
on
is fine.
itch. You can see the link down in the
Down there.
there.
I'm pointing the right way. I did it first try. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I just think this was a funky
I
game.
just think it was neat.
It's not like a world building game, but I guess you
But you won't hold that against it.
like with world building games I can talk about like, oh, and you can use this
Yeah, use this
for,
for your
but
other
this is just a
games.
fun game to play.
Sometimes games don't have to be for other things.
Yeah,
Games can just be.
sometimes the
And so do
purpose
you.
of playing a game can just be to play the game.
Sometimes you can just be.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's quick, it's fun, it's like I don't know, it could be a good like intro to TTRPGs for people who haven't played them
Yeah, you can be
before.
like, yo, you know the Magic 8 Ball? The D20 is what's inside of it. This is what's inside of it.
Yeah.
This thing. And we use this for other things.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in.
Mhm.
Thank you to Nets20 for making this game. If you haven't heard the news on our other streams, Queers Guild will be joining forces with our good friend Racius over on ADHD
We
over the
realized
next
we do
couple of months.
basically everything together anyway,
Yeah,
so we're going to be merging our channels.
coming together in this the one little
We're
amorphous blob.
still working on a
We're
new
yeah,
title,
we're working
a
on
new
some
name.
things in the background.
We'll
Shouldn't
figure it
be
out.
too many changes like imminently, but there will be things coming up, and we'll keep you apprised of that as always. Keep
Okay.
you aware of what will be changing. But the thing that won't be changing will be the quality of content, which is I will not I will not rate it. I will leave that for you to decide.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you
Please
want
please think
more
it's good.
RPG content from us and friends, tomorrow at 5:30 p.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern Time over on Racist's channel, ADHG. We will be doing our 21st episode, yes,
Can finally drink, yeah.
of our playthrough of Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep.
Yeah.
We have our we call the
Mm-hmm.
campaign the
Mm-hmm.
Slumbering Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
words. It we are both players, racist DMs. There are three other cool
Who are
people
also there, I guess.
on our
And
team.
contribute sometimes.
Come join us,
Yeah.
please. We will there will not be a video game stream on Tuesday.
Yeah. We see
Uh
in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. And you could see it too. Not sponsored, but we could be.
yeah, because
You know,
us nerds are all going to the nerd
the
movie.
nerd movie for nerds.
A nerd movie for nerds. We might do, depending on how much sleep we get after that, we may or may not have a Wednesday video game stream.
Yeah. We'll see. We took a break this week because I'm just very tired.
So tired.
But yeah. Well, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday evening. Thank you, Racius, for all the emojis you are putting in chat.
So many emojis.
I'm surprised Nightbot hasn't blocked you. Uh, anyway, please stay happy, stay healthy, and as always,
Stay queer, folks.
bye, guys.
See you next time.